All right.
I still have no idea what this is.
Hello, everybody. I'm gonna try to make sure I can see chat this time, so hopefully everything
Mend I can't.
works out. If
He's no Mr. Fix-It.
anyone has a question,
So it's just a word that I've seen.
see how we go.
But no name, meaning, but I can work it out.
Get into it.
On the wordplay. Mend I can't.
Also realized last time that I didn't really do like a debrief type thing at the end. We'll kind of explain the final clues, but I will try to do that this time. See how we go. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
No theme today, of course, because there's a theme last week. Themes pop up every like 3 to 4 weeks.
Rhubarb.
Maybe once a month.
Rhubarb.
How could this be?
I think that's a term that you have for a fight. No more anagram. No more clownfish either.
Yeah, so it's the first thing I thought of when I saw refrain from farming. Refrain from farming is the definition. And the rest is wordplay.
Now I'm thinking scales could be
stuck
like
up, police diver. So that's stuck up is going backwards. Stuck up, like
a clam.
Flipped around. Oddly. So we're getting the odd letters. Oh no, it's oddly wanting. So odd letters are removed.
Clam-boned?
That's how I'm reading it at least. So you get O,
some word I've never heard
I-E, which backwards is E-I-E-I-O, which is the refrain from Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Looks very silly, you know. Also, I should stop trying to scroll down to see the clue when it's like right here as well. I imagine it's kind of frustrating, so I'll try to stop doing that. I'm not sure if I actually didn't really set this up. So let's go here. That looks better. Maybe that'll be. That looks better. Maybe that'll be. There we go. All right. So, not particularly helpful letters, but it's better than nothing. Not particularly helpful letters. Pick up a veggie. Better than nothing. Pick up a veggie. Not yet. Better than nothing. But we'll get there. This one's referential on 2 other clues. Possibly anagram. Love essay translation. With odd theses exposed. Maybe not. In seconds, small airliner merges with schedule to take off. To take off, okay. Well, it's a pretty straightforward one. In seconds, referring to the second letters of the next 5 words. M-I-M-5 words. To take off is to mimic someone. Way of explaining mimic that I would usually say, but yes, that can mean mimic. Child, no truant. In space station. Child, no truant. In space station. Child, no truant. In space station. No truant. Could be no truant. Could be the letters N-O truant from the child or from space station. I imagine from child though. Or from space station. So if we can get a 5-letter word for child with no truant. You got a 3-letter word. No. For space station, I guess. 3-letter word. No. I'm not sure. Space station, I guess. 3-letter word. That's my idea. Not sure. Space station, I guess. Jordan in basketball claim they lost sides. Claim in restructure. They lost sides. Claim in restructure. Oh, so that's it's just Jordan in basketball. We have 5 letters here from claim. Basketball. They lost sides. No T, no Y. HE, claim. No T. Restructured. HE is my claim. Restructured. Fancy that phone kind? Fancy that phone kind? Fancy that phone kind? Phone kind. Phone kind. Fancy that. I imagine it's cordial. You say, cool, blimey. Fancy that, cool. And a phone, to phone someone can be to dial someone. And a phone, to phone someone can be to dial someone. It's my imagining, so I'm going to put that in. It's my imagining. Oh, a minor. So it must be mere. Oh, a minor. So it must whatever that means. Is it worth looking up? We'll look it up. Whatever that M-I-R. Space station. We'll look it up. Whatever that M-I-R. Also, if anyone knows, you feel free to jump in. And I'll actually be able to read your comments this time. Mir was the first modular space station and was assembled in orbit. From 1986 to 1996, it had a greater mass than any previous spacecraft. It had a greater mass than any previous spacecraft. Russian. Soviet Union, later Russian Federation. Satellite. Alright. Soviet Union, that's right. Russian Federation. Satellite. Feature on sandwiches. That's right. Gourmet's top bun. That's right. Gourmet's top bun. I mean, you have chicken sandwiches, but Gourmet's top doesn't relate to chicken in any way, because it would be G. And top bun would be B, and neither of those are chicken, so. Top bun would be B, and neither of those are chicken, so. Top bun would be B, and neither of those are chicken. On sandwiches. Sandwiches is kind of like a wordplay word too. On sandwiches. Sandwiches is kind of like a wordplay word too. On sandwiches. Sandwiches is kind of like a wordplay word too. Alright. Country. Reanimating founders. Country. Blowing 1 million. Founders. Country. Blowing 1 million. Okay, so probably, okay, so could be, if this is 10, it's 11 letters, yeah, so if you load IM 1 million, just the cursor right there, see if that helps me. Maybe the remaining letters can make a country, and I think they can. I think that works out. You got ARGEN, the first 4 letters and the last letter, and then Tina, ATIN. Cool. Argentina. So not chicken. Cool. Whatever it is. Feature not chicken. Sandwiches. Whatever it is. Have I been talking this whole time? There we go. That's better. Let's go back. Do like the little infant window thing. That's very fun though. All right. Life as tiredly represented in bloody facts. Whew. Not sure. Come back to it. Cat bites a budgerigars tail and throat part. Well, you have a larynx. A lynx is a type of cat, I think. Budgerigars tail. So A and R. Cat bite. So it just means around, essentially. Larynx. Oh, it's not how you spell larynx. There we go. What is that? I can't even think of a word that fits there. Bun. And a G can't go anywhere in there, really. Unless it goes here. Great, well, it's going to be a hard one. Feature on sandwiches. On must be sandwiched. That must be on, I suppose. C blank I blank N for feature. Don't know. Bloody facts. Gory something. I don't know. An Asian wood declared as heirloom. I don't know where to start with that. Declared declared is probably homophone. Like something tree, like TRY at the end instead of TREE, wood declared. And board declared, heirloom. Not sure. Let's try to get some more letters. Calculate situation in Rockabye Baby. Maybe it's something like tot up. I have vaguely heard of something like that. I don't know if that's right, but we'll just put it there for the moment. Misuse. Heroic act. Exploit. Could mean misuse, could mean heroic act. Let's leave it there for the moment. Citation bagged one wrong romantic. Romantic. Citation could be a fine. I don't know. Don't know for that one. Is 5 down helpful? Ooh, one that's referencing one across. Lead-footed or lead-footed. Seem lead-footed. Michael swiped at Tinder. Lead-footed Michael. I assumed that'd be like Schumacher or something. Michael. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong. Both of these could be anagrams. So I guess time will tell, but it's definitely not Schumacher, is it? Michael, lead-footed. A different Michael, perhaps. Gotta be careful when you use words like bratwurst. It's so oddly specific that you're already looking for letter clues. So as soon as I saw bratwurst, I'm like, oh, why would you use that word? Because I started to look for letters and I immediately saw stifle. Chunk, so that's the clue if you needed the clue. Chunk of this. Hamper to stifle. Discovered food store. Decline without Peter filling. Discovered. Okay. I think it's so I think this would be cafe, but decline, so going down. I don't know. Well, I was thinking it'd be falafel. I can't see why. It could still be falafel, but oh well, fall is there, isn't it? A decline is a fall, and then cafe discovered, food store. Oh, food. Food? I don't know. Falaf. Discovered food store. Decline without. Somehow this is meaning fall is outside. Maybe it's saying that fall is empty. Decline without. Food store. Unless this is a type of food. And store is the word that's saying to go in fall. But I think it's falafel, so we're going to put falafel there. Alright. Next. Proper appealing, according to Brits. Oh, it must be fit. Fit, but you know it. Something is fit, it's proper. And if someone is fit, they are appealing. And it is British. It is a British colloquialism. Informal language. Oh, we've broken into the bottom right, which is good. Lingo game. Verging on a record. I'm not sure. I know, I think I recognize his name from someone in Drag Race. So could this it could be Manila? I don't know. There's something there. Anyway, we'll work it out when we get to it. Stifle affected the very thing. So, guess it's just an anagram of stifle. The very thing. Ah. Good. It doesn't really help me. Lose on. Toe tapping Michael. Oh, there's so many Michaels. I know this one though. Completely delivered. So, completely could be flatly. Delivered means how it's said. Completely. Flatly. Yeah. I can think of better synonyms for completely, but anyway. Flatly is what it is. That one ends in A. Fit, pain. Fit pain, limited one man's heart, fixed on Argentina extreme. Argentina extreme. I don't know. Come back to it. Windy or windy way, climbed within, full of grit. Full of grit. Must be gutsy. Way climbed within. But why is guy windy or windy? It's just something I don't know. Tagalog, pardon me. Lingo, game, verging on a record. These on lingo, game, tag, verging on a record. A record of something is a log. Okay, very good. Fit pain, limited one man's heart, fixed on 3 down extreme. Fit pain, limited one man's heart on Argentina extreme. Patagonia? Patagonia? Well, agony is probably what they're going for with pain limited. One man's heart, IA. So Pat must be, everything's Pat, fit, well, good, acceptable, proper, Pat. Yeah. Making good progress, good time. I can't put the time in and the crossword, we'll just check it every now and then. Unless I can, no I can't. Barely folks, stop scrolling. Barely folks need coin to play jukebox. That's a long word for barely or jukebox. Just got a P. P looks good. Corks goalies. Something to do with keepers? I don't know. Who cares about poker tournament's final hand? Final hand. Briefly angle sign held by immoral one across. Briefly angle sign held by immoral Michael. Immoral Michael. I don't know. It is almost like semi-themed at this point, based on how many Michaels we're looking at. Light theming. What's this one? Pet, pick up a veggie. Don't know. Not yet. Fortunately. I don't have enough vegetables, it seems. McKern's part, embodying arbiter. Arbiter is like a judge. Part. Feels like I need to know a McKern for this to work out. And I don't know if I do. Warmer weather finally overcomes combatant's vacuous goal. It's a lot of words. 7 words, it's not too many, but it's a pretty big clue. Warmer weather. Kind of think of like heat waves or something. Warmer weather finally overcomes combatant's vacuous goal. Not sure. I looked at that one already. Looked at that one, looked at that one, looked at that one. Cleaner durry packed up by shooter. This bottom left looks troublesome. Who cares about poker tournament's final hand? I was thinking of terms like the flop, the turn, the river, and I thought the river would be, I don't know, but it's not really a final hand. The Final hand in a poker tournament. I'm possibly thinking too literally. Who cares? I think it means who cares. Who cares? So what? I don't know. Get bent. I don't know. I don't know. But I would like to get some more. Immoral Michael. It's quite a sledge from DA. Could be a character. I don't know. Immoral. Angle. I don't think it'd be the word angle. It'd be a word that means angle, shorter. Sign, held. Well, it would have to be, I don't know, close to the same amount of letters as sign. Probably 3 or 4. So, omen seems good, but no Michael's jumping out at me, unfortunately. For something. Vacuous goal. Vacuous goal should be empty goal, which is GL. It could be vacuous aim as well, which is AM. Warmer. Combatant. Fighter. I don't know. Warrior. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I can leave a message. There you go. to it. Oop. Hi.
Erica.
Yep, yep.
Please remind me the first letter of your first name.
James, J.
And your full surname.
Cullen.
C-U.
Double L-E-N.
Thank you very much. We've got that. Just got to prove I delivered the right address.
Yeah, all good.
Thank you very much. And whatever you copy, the pen or your finger, just your signature will do. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Have a nice day.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Back to it. This is so long. Barely, folks. Need coin to play jukebox. I don't know, McKern. I don't know who that is. Backed up by Shooter. I don't think I'd seen this one. Maybe I hadn't. Dear Italian daughter, left folder clip in Alps. Does this mean I have to know what dear is in Italian? Because I don't. Clip in Alps could be like carabiner. That would make sense. You have a carabiner clip. Cara could be deer in Italian. If it was carabiner, does this help us with anything? Lots of first letters are just nice, but just got to make sure some of these are right. Doesn't look too promising so far. Or weather. Helps with weather finally, because that is R. Pet. Pick up veggie. It must be a collie. Cauliflower. Don't really get this if this is right. This one here, left folder. Clip daughter, left folder. Oh, daughter left folder. So D out of binder. I think that's right. So we'll go with this. But something. Big deal. Big deal. Who cares? So what? Big deal. Dealing. Referring to a dealer there. Dealer of cards. Big deal. I mean, he does put the question mark at the end, so that's fair. Question mark usually signifies it's a bit of an ambiguous clue. Cleaner. Diary packed up by shooter. I'm so fascinated by this word. Nickelodeon fits? Is that what it is? Is that what that word means? A nickel, yeah. Coin. To play. Nickelodeon. Could be. Um, 16 down. Still don't know about Immoral Michaels. Shooter. Looks like it'll be magical or something, but that's not, I don't think. Diary packed up. Oh, cigar, like backwards. Shooter. Or it could just be sig. A shooter. I don't know. Got some new letters. Arbiter. It has to be A-I-O, otherwise I'd put referee. McKern's part. It'd be a lot easier if I knew anything about anything. warmer. Can't tell if it's the noun sense or the, you know, the superlative, you know. No, not superlative, the comparative, is that what it is? See what I mean? Know anything about anything? Be a lot easier. I'm doing pretty well for less than an hour though. I can say I'm back as well. Even though that's really apparent. Whatever. Corks goalies. I'd like to get this one. I would like to get this one. Life as tiredly represented or represented in bloody facts. Life. Gory something. She's probably right. There you go. I wasn't even looking at the right one. Citation bagged one wrong romantic. No. Oh, we could probably do this one. Love essay translation with odd theses exposed. Love. Zero. What is the definition here? Exposed, maybe? Something to see. All to see. Say translation. Oh, S and A. S-A. Surely that's what that means. Love. Don't know. I do not know. Don't know about many of these. Heirloom. Heirloom. Question marks. Pretty ominous there. Tough. Tough in every corner. Embodying arbiter. And a question mark, and I don't know who this is. We know that one of these words has to be another term, a synonym of one of these terms, because O doesn't belong in either of these words. Briefly angle. Sign held. Sign held. If I'm reading it right, it would be the full word for sign. Sign. Show. pen, I don't know, right. Sign. Shooter. Shooter. I think of sniper and gunman. I'm sure there's a... You can have like a shooter. It's like a glass or like a shot, right? No, you wouldn't say shot. Shooter. Michael someone. I'd say these are slightly better anagram letters. Spat wide. I don't know. Light-footed Michael. Can we think of a good ending for this surname? Really clutching at straws now. Retender? I don't know. Retender. Danteri. Danteri. Dartanier. So that wouldn't be Dartanier, it would be Dartanit. Dartetin? Darnetti? Etty's not a bad one. Darnetti. This was a T. Totally ruins the keeper's idea. Goalies, stop something. Stoppers? Stoppers. You can't say that was a useless endeavor for me trying to guess the last name now. Results. Not the most helpful, but it's something. Something to see. Exposed. Exposed. More to see, I don't know. Would like to know if tot up is right. I assume it is. I assume it is. Gory. I'm gonna say like gory truths or something. Bloody facts, but that wouldn't make sense for it to be the wordplay and the definition. And life is tiredly represented is not giving me the right letters. Life. Bloody facts. Life. As tiredly. As tiredly could be some sort of anagram business. That is a lot of letters. Tiredly could be. A bit more manageable. Can put gory around it. Seems like there's going to be a Y somewhere though. Life. What would this word be other than... I keep saying gory, but there must be other words. Gary. Gyro. Life. Girl. Germ. Guru. Tricky. Shall we go with Darnetti? Someone. Darnetti. Could also be Etta. Donetta. Drinetta. Rindetta. Rindetta. Still don't like the Asian wood idea. Which means it's probably fine. Citation bagged, one wrong. I want to put like fine one, but Fidian or something. One wrong. Citation. Romantic. I do not know. F would be handy here. An Asian. Wood declared as heirloom. Be very helpful if it was just like a nationality, like Vietnamese or something like that. That way I could actually have a better crack at this. Asian. Heirloom, I have no idea. I can only think of like tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes. It's stuck here. I mean, we did get stoppers, which is helpful. We should try to get this one. If this was ending, I don't know why I would, but this could end in Y. In fact, that'd be horrible. Ways to see. Ways to see. Anyway. Exposed. There must be something I'm not getting here with life. Life. I was thinking it could be like being life. Could be the game. Bloody facts. Still can't do it. It's a lot of just sitting and staring in silence at the moment, sorry. Not the most entertaining thing. Cleaner. Well, it has to either be a word for cleaner or a four-letter word for cleaner going around, and I can't think of either of those things. Cleaner. I'm assuming Nickelodeon is right. Let's look up Nickelodeon. It'll just come up with the station, won't it? Nickelodeon. Yeah. It's yeah, I guess it's definitely Nickelodeon. But what they're describing that I'm looking up is more of like a movie theater that you'd put in a nickel, hence the name, and that project motion pictures. It's like a smaller movie theater type thing. A Nickelodeon. There you go. We're just not going to get this one, I don't think. Feature. That is assuming that everything I have is right, and I don't know that it is. It could be wrong. If I go and move this down here, that's not going to really work, is it? Let's go with that. Check all answers. Oh, they're all right. Everything is right. So no more worrying. Does that not go on top? It does yet. Everything's right. Odd thesis is TEE. So how did an S get in the middle? Unless it's... That doesn't make good sense either, because you can't have TE as a word. I was thinking we could move all the letters of theses around and have it be some sort of half anagram, but that doesn't work either. Translation essay. Love. Nil, 0. We almost? No, we don't really. If we had OSATEE, we need 3 more letters to make it be some weird, really strange anagram with no indicators. That's an anagram. So I don't think it's an anagram. Free to see. Nah, Asian wood got me again. I don't like any of those. This is the best one, I think. As sad as that is. I just want to put nothing here. Girl, nothing. Garb fitting. Life is tiredly represented. Gory matters. Tiredly represented. Gory matters. Don't know. Matters is probably the facts. Yes, maybe. It can't be matters if this is an anagram. Gory intent. Andretti, I think, is a... I think I do know that as a name. Gory details. Isn't it funny how one letter can change it all? Tiredly. goals. As GOL. No, GIREDLY. So we're just missing go. Life. Go. Okay. Antique. Could be an heirloom. And a teak is probably an Asian tree. Coyote. I'd be right. My citation. Backed. One wrong. Oh, a quote. Okay. Fine. Easy to see. Easy to see. Writing. Caps lock, cool. Alright, so what's going on here? Love. SATE. SAT. Oh, essay translation. We've got some letters here. Essay with an O. OSSAEYTEE. So it's all the letters there. It's just really strange placement and anagram type stuff. Easy to see. Anyway, don't know. Never heard of it. Come on, I knew one's ready. We can get an immoral Michael. We can do it. I think, I don't know. Michael. Briefly angle sign. Held by immoral Michael. I should be able to get that. Magics. Magical. Shooter. I don't know if it's SIG. They said it had to be, right? I checked everything. Hmm. Arbiter. Maybe it's something going into ref. Part. I have no idea. Hmm. Combatant. Combatant. Just trying to think of words, short words for combatant. I'm thinking of like boxer, fighter, player. Probably warmer, right? Probably means warmer. Warmer. Now, I think that like a warmer is some sort of clothing, but I can't think of exactly what article of clothing it is. A warmer. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Good news. Let's go back. Chinon, I don't know. Klingon. That's not how you spell Klingon. Chianon. Feature. Okay, here's an idea, right? So imagine we had a word for feature that is C blank IN, which can't be many things. Maybe a chin is a feature. Anyway, we'll think about it in a sec. Coin could be many things. Imagine it was like chin on, feature on, if feature was chin, which I don't know if it is. Sandwiches, gourmet's top, so G is in the middle. Let's go through the letters. C-A, nope. B, C, D, E, nope. F, G, H possibly. I, no. J, K, L, M, N, O. Coin is something. Feature. Queen, tin, Qin, Queen, science, and so it has to be like Chignon or something. Koignon isn't something. Chignon could be something. Could be Chignon. Probably saying that totally wrong if that's what it is. Chignon. Bun. That would mean bun. That's right. Cool. I think, well, look, we've only got 4 more. This is great news. I'm going to have another quick break. Pause it like I didn't last time. All right, let's try to do the final 4. Final 4. Actually, I should look up that bread. Okay, it's not a bread at all.
Chignon.
Chignon. Totally butchering it. It means a knot or coil of hair arranged on the back of a woman's head. Chignon. Good. Chignon. To be fair, it does look French. Let's check it's French before I make any assumptions. It's Latin from French, originally nape of the neck. Cool. All right, chignon. It's chowder. Chignon. Warmer weather, finally. Comes combatant, vacuous goal. Let's assume it's aim, and it's like that. Warmer. So, whatever it is has to go after it. So likely that the combatant will start with a vowel. Likely, not certain, just likely. Combatant. Warmer. There's no way it can be like a goal, right? The whole thing. So I'm putting flamer, reflamer, but doesn't make any sense. It's never something, not something I've ever heard of. Shooter. The name of a gun or shooter? Marksman. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. A shooter. A bit iced yo. built. Sign. Immoral. Cool. Let's go through all the Michaels I can think of, eh? Michael Bolton, Michael Scott. Maybe we should do this alphabetically. Michael. Mike Tyson. Michael Jackson, obviously. Michael. So Michael Clark. I'm not sure. Cricketer. Michael. Harriet Flatley. Michael Finnegan. Mike Myers. There's no way. There's no way I'm getting it this way. Tricky business. Combatant, vacuous goal. I have no idea. Shooter. Cleaner. It's gonna be like the last name of an assassin or a shooter or something. So I just won't know. Part. McKern's part. Seems to me it's like, you know, seems to me that like McKern's part has to be either like a McKern is a type of vehicle or something that's part for a machine, or it's a role that this person plays, either in sport or in theatre. All right, I am back. We got many in the morning. I can explain all the ones that are already been filled in if anyone would like. Hang on, just let me fix this before it ruins everything. Learn from my mistakes. All right. So I got one of these. So I came back and I thought, maybe we can finish off today. I got this one, which is a good one. Warmer weather finally overcomes combatant's vacuous goal. Yeah, so I was thinking when I was doing this the first time, trying to do it before, of words for combatant, and I came up with like boxer, warrior, fighter, player, and I did think of the word gladiator, but I thought that was just simply too long to do anything with cryptic wise. But as I was like about 20 minutes ago, I was thinking about this clue, and I was like just looking at the letters and thinking about the definition, which is I thought was warmer, and the word radiator popped into my head, and I was like, oh, that fits, and that is a warmer. It's like a heater, a term that's used very commonly nowadays, but a radiator, it's kind of technology you would have at in like a classroom almost. It's like a really old looking heater, and it's like, well, how would it be radiator if it fits, but why is it radiator? So it starts with great weather finally. That's that part worked out. And then I thought about gladiator again. I was like, oh, well, that's almost the letters from radiator. So I guess what they're saying is the R of weather overcomes gladiator's vacuous goal, which is GL. So it overcomes the GL of gladiator to get radiator. So that one's done. We have a very helpful letter for this. But again, I was thinking about it before I came on here. I was like, I still don't know what that word could be. Shooter. Maybe a camcorder, like a digicam. Digicam. It's not a term you hear very often nowadays. So I'll explain this one as well. The Dari was a cig, short for cigarette, cigar, cig. And that's packed up. So it's packed by another word, but it's also going up. So CIG, that's why it's GIC. Packed up, and the cleaner is also going up as well. So cleaner, Dari packed. So a maid is a cleaner. And if we put sig in maid, we'd get massagid, but all of that going up is digicam, which is, I think, what they're going for here. It's got 2 left. That was pretty productive. I still have no idea who McKern is. If anyone knows, and they're on at the moment, they can absolutely tell me. McKern's part, embodying arbiter. McKern's part. It can't be as many words now. The M is quite helpful. Arbiter. Well, it has to be a vowel in between R and M, more or less. Unless it's some strange character name, RYM, but unlikely. McKern's part, embodying arbiter. Just want to put rom-coms, but sure it's not that. And we have this one as well. So we had some semi-theming going on in this crossword. Started with 1 across, Jordan in basketball. Well, use letters of claim and they without the sides. So HE, lost sides in restructure. Michael. We had lead-footed Michael swiped at Tinder, and I had to entirely rely on, well, almost entirely rely on which is the more likely pair of, which is the most likely lot of anagram letters, and I decided at Tinder was. And then I thought about the ending Etty as a last name, and Andretti eventually popped into my head, even though I know nothing about racing or driving, but that's Michael Andretti. And then we also had toe tapping Michael, which is Michael Flatley, which I have heard of, the Lord of the Dance. So we've got one more Michael. Immoral Michael. I was thinking of more Michaels while I was doing my chores. I thought of Michael Hutchins. I thought of Michael Keaton. But I can't think of an immoral Michael. Angle. An angle could be a bend. Could be a turn. So briefly it would be TUR. You could put TUR or BEN around the letters we have. But none of these jump out at me yet. Michael. Can't decide which is more gettable. I like these letters more, especially because I've got the first letter, but again, I have no idea who McKern is. R blank M blank O 2 blanks. McKern's part embodying arbiter. R blank M blank O 2 blanks. Rumpole? I feel like rumpole is something that's come up before in a crossword. Rumpole. No. Rumpole of the Bailey. Oh, this is sounding very familiar. Starred Leo McKern. I was at Rumpole, embodying arbiter. Well, I saw he had looks like he had some sort of, he was a barrister. Kern's part embodying arbiter. Oh, nice. You got the words ump, which is an umpire, in the word in role. R-O-L-E. Rumpole. Nice. See, I only know that because it's been in a past crossword a long time ago. So, just the one left now. And this doesn't look familiar at all. Immoral Michael. Well, we can think more about what briefly angle would be. Hook, maybe? Who? Michael who? No. No, none of them are particularly helpful letters, are they? It is blank O, blank L, blank O, blank E. And the clue is briefly angle sign held by immoral one across. Immoral Michael. Oh, I think I've got it. Now I'm just going to work out why before I put it in. Yes, I have got it. Have I? I mean, I've got it, but I don't know if I have understood the wordplay element of it, is what I mean. Okay, yes, I've got it. Briefly, angle was a much bigger word than I thought it was. Angle, the word they were after, was 6 letters long. They wanted the word corner. So the word corner, 1 letter short, C-O-R-N-E, and sign held. So the sign was inside C-O-R-N-E, and the sign was Leo, and it was Corleone. Well, we did it. Had to have a short break, but yeah, 2 hours 33 minutes, not too bad. I wonder if I should do like a speed kind of explainer of all these. Maybe I will, since we did that quite quickly. Jordan in basketball, Michael Jordan, famous basketball player. Michael is made up of claim and HE. The reason it's just HE because they lost the sides, so the side letters of the word T and Y. HE, claim, restructured is Michael. An Asian wood declared as heirloom. I didn't get this one straight away, granted. An heirloom is an antique. That's the definition part. The wordplay is over here. An, it's just an. And then a teak, T-E-A-K, is described here as an Asian wood, which I didn't know, but I had got the A and I had the T as well. I was like, an heirloom, probably, maybe antique. So an antique was right. If I look up teak, what does it tell me about it? It's not telling me where it's from or anything. It's just describing it to me. It's endangered, the teak. It is native to Southeast Asia, mainly Bangladesh, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Thailand and Sri Lanka. So yes, an Asian wood. Mir, child, no truant in space station. Well, I learnt today that Mir is a space station, a Russian / Soviet Union space station. Operated from 1986 to 2001. But how did I get it? I didn't know that. Well, I had M and M blank R, and it couldn't be many things. But the reasoning was a child is a minor. Another word for a child is a minor. No is truant in the word, so it's just mere. That's how we got mere. Gory details. This one took me ages. I had gory for a long time, but mostly, okay, I had to look up this one and explain it a bit better too. So I was like, why does life mean go? The rest I had understood, because as tiredly is all the remaining letters as an anagram. So as tiredly represented. You get re-details, RY details. But go had to mean life, and if you Google define go and you scroll through all the definitions of what go can mean, it's yeah, go is like pep, like I'll try to find the exact wording here, but it was in the list. So I'm just going to find Colin Go on Google, and if you scroll way down the list, yeah, informal British spirit, animation, or energy. And one of the similar terms is life. So, yeah, that was that one. Go read details. This one's Chinyong, which I was saying Chignon for a long time, which was quite funny. Feature on sandwiches, gourmet's top bun. So, the feature in this case was a chin, because a chin can be a feature on a face. So we had chin on sandwiches, gourmet's top. So just the top letter of gourmet, G in chin on, which was chignon, or however you say it. Which is a bun, like a hairstyle, not an eating bun. Which this kind of leads you to think you're talking about a food bun. No, it's a bun in your hair. You might have heard of it. I hadn't heard of it, or maybe I haven't forgotten it. But now I know it again. Misuse, heroic act. Well, to misuse something is to exploit it, and a heroic act is sometimes called an exploit. Pet, pick up a veggie. The idea here was that a pet can be a collie, a dog, and veggie. A collie sounds like cauliflower, like collie, Cauli. That was the one there. Nice, neat one. This one, corks, goalies. Corks are stoppers on a bottle, and goalies stop balls from going into the net. So that's why there's a bit of a question mark there. They're kind of like, no one really calls them stoppers, but that's essentially what they do. This is my fourth last one. I got this one, and I got in a roll. Warmer weather finally overcomes combatant's vacuous goal. So, a long time I was getting hung up on what a combatant, might be in a shorter context, and I kind of skipped over the word gladiator. I thought of it, but I didn't really think to use it in this sense. But that's exactly what you do. Take the word gladiator. The letter which is represented by weather finally, R, so the last letter, the final letter of weather, R, overcomes gladiators, vacuous goal. And by vacuous goal, they're just saying empty the word goal. So GL. R overcomes gladiators, GL. So gladiator would be GL, no more GL, because it's been overcome by weather finally. Radiator, which is a warmer, which is the definition. Bratwurst, I fleeced chunk in hamper. The definition here was hamper, meaning stifle. And this one's just in the letters. It was indicated by chunk, STIFLE. Who cares about poker tournament's final hand? Who cares? People would say, who cares? And you'd say, big deal. Big deal, so what? And poker tournament's final hand, you might suggest that, the cards being dealt they're significant, and it's a big deal, It's eventful because it's going to be the last one. I don't know. Anyway, that's that one. Luzon, lingo, game, verging on a record. So Luzon lingo, it's referring to Philippines, a language the lingo being Tagalog. Tag is a game verging on a record. A log of something is a record. Barely folks need coin to play jukebox. And after looking this up, look, I don't know if jukebox is an entirely fair description of what this thing is. But yes, if you look up what a Nickelodeon is, other than, the TV station, you'll find that it was an early movie theater. So like a very small kind of like, I guess, jukeboxy sized item that would project movies that cost 5 cents or a nickel. That's why a Nickelodeon. And how did this work out? Barely. Maybe I don't understand this one just yet. Need coin. Well, nickel is a coin. Barely folks. That's perhaps one I don't understand just yet, but it was right, and that's the main thing. But we haven't fully completed the crossword in my mind until we understand this, you see. Folks. So, no harm in a bit of Googling now that I've finished it. Define folks. And maybe I'll get some good synonyms that I can't really think of. No, I can't think of folks need coin. Need coin is kind of once it could be IC is 1 cent. I don't know. But okay, hang on. Here we go. I think it might be some sort of anagram. So let me just have a look here. OLK would be folks barely. Need. See where I'm going here? Probably IC for 1 cent. Is that all the letters I need? Nick. Kel. Ode. Is there an on? To need coin. To play. To play is for it to be on. I think that's it. Nickelodeon. So it's mostly an anagram of OLK, NEED, and then 1 cent. Oh, no. Need coin. It's just coin. ICON. So it's just an anagram of OLK, need coin. Yeah, there we go. It's making it harder for myself. Fit. Proper, appealing, according to the Brits. Well, yep. Fit is, if something's fit for purpose, it's proper. And there's a lovely song from the streets called Fit But You Know It. And they're a British group. And in that sense, fit means appealing or attractive. So you might have heard that. Proper fit. Rumpole, second last one to get. can't say I know a lot about this TV show, but I have heard of Rumpole and the Bailey from doing crosswords before. From no other knowledge other than crosswords do I know this. And it was Rumpole who Horace Rumpole is named the character in this show, Rumpole of the Bailey. 7 seasons back in 1975. I was very not alive at that point. Rumpole was a barrister, so an arbiter, a judge. But what's clever about this is actually, well, kind of works 2 ways. And it's not arbiter in this sense is supposed to mean ump or umpire. So there's UMP. Part embodying ump. So a part is a role. ROLE. And that's who Leo McKern played. He played Horace Rumpole. But I had no idea who McKern was in this sense. One more cross. Toe tapping Michael, completely delivered. Delivered is a word that's indicating a homophone clue. Completely, flatly. So without the E, basically is what they're saying. Sounds like flatly. Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. Alright, let's do the down ones. In seconds, small airliner emerges with schedule to take off. To take off something is to mimic. To mimic it. In seconds, MIMIC, taking the second letters of the subsequent 5 words. Fancy that phone kind. You might have heard the expression "core blimey." Core means fancy that, core. And a dial can be used to describe phoning someone. Dial them, dial this number, phone this number, dial. All right, Argentina. I don't know if I should be doing this way or the other way. We'll do this way. Deer, although clip in Alps is how I got it, which is a carabiner. It fits, so I put it in, but need to work it out. Deer in Italian is cara, and daughter, left folder. So in this sense, daughter is just D, which is not the best, but that happens sometimes. Daughter, left folder. So another word for folder is a binder. Take the D out. Bina, carabiner. Clip in Alps. Explained cordial. Digicam. Cleaner. Durry packed up by shooter. So a cleaner is a maid, M-A-I-D. And a durry can be called a sig. And it says packed up. So sig goes inside, maid, and then it all goes up for digicam, which is a not great way to refer to a shooter, which is a not great way to refer to a digicam. They're not very common ways of describing that particular thing. Yeah. Well, at least they're not that I know. I have heard of them, though. Country reanimating founders blowing 1 million. This one wasn't too bad. I saw blowing 1 million. I was like, probably IM can be removed from reanimating and you'll have the right amount of letters. Founders is an anagram term here, I think. And so move those letters around. REANATING, you'll get Argentina, which is a country. EIEIO. Stuck up police diver, oddly wanting to refrain from farming. So the definition is refrain from farming. And oddly wanting means the odd letters are wanting or missing or kind of absent, oddly wanting. So we have O, I, E, I, E, which stuck up is E, I, E, I, O. Pretty easy when they lay it out like that. Larynx. Cat bites a budgerigar's tail and throat part. So larynx is a throat part. A cat can be a type of cat is a lynx. And a budgerigar's tail. And the tail letter of budgerigar is R. Cat, lynx, bites AR. And throat part. There you go. So the last one I got. Briefly angle sign held by immoral one across. So the briefly angle is referring to corner, and the sign is referring to a star sign, which is Leo. And so Leo is here, but briefly angle is CORNE. So sign held, and held is suggesting that Leo goes inside corner for Michael Corleone, which is the Godfather character. Lead-footed Michael swiped at Tinder. Again, not something I knew, was heavily relying on the anagram element. I thought that these letters were better than these letters for an anagram, and eventually came to Michael Andretti, who was a race car driver. He's about 60 something now. I looked it up earlier. 19 across affected the very thing. So it was just affected was an anagram indicator, the very thing. So anagram of stifle itself, the very thing. Calculate situation in Rockabye Baby. Again, pretty old terminology, or not terminology I use, but you can calculate something is to tot it up, tot up. And in Rockabye Baby, the tot is up in the cradle. Rockabye Baby in the treetops, that's where the tot is up. 27 across pain limited, one man's heart fixed on 3 down extreme. So I had both these things when I tried to do it. 27 across was fit. And 3 down was Argentina. The definition was Argentina extreme, so it's a high, I believe it's a high point in Argentina. Can't say I've ever been there. But how I got it was if something's fit, it can be pat. That's another term I don't use a lot of. The pain is referring to agony, but pain limited, so AGON, limited, 1 letter less. One man's heart, so 1 is I in Roman numerals, and man's heart is A, the heart letter of man. Fixed on Argentina extreme. So, I mean, my phone's about to die, so I can't really look it up, but I assume that Patagonia is either a really high, think it's a really high point in Argentina, but I could be wrong. I mean, like topographic wise. Next one, citation bagged 1 wrong romantic. For the longest time, I thought citation was referring to fine, but it was actually referring to quote. So QUOTE, 1 wrong. I, X indicating wrong. Quixote, Don Quixote, a romantic. Discovered food store decline without pita filling. Again, not one I fully understand, but I think the elements are cafe, discovered, so no cover to the word cafe, AFE. Food store decline without, so fall. But if it was with AFE, it'd be falafel, a pita filling. Easy to see. This is not something I've looked up, but that's what it is. And it was the only thing that really fit at the time. The clue was love essay translation with odd theses exposed. So how we got all the letters was love is O, essay is just the letters S and A, because that's how it sounds. With odd theses. Now, how did I get all these letters? Let me think about it. TEE. I think it was the actual word essay, not S and A. It was all these letters, easy. TEE. And then love was O. So EASYTOSEE, and that's all your letters. And it's not sure where it's saying to move them around, but that's what you do, and it means exposed, easy to see. Last one. Windy or windy, way climbed within full of grit. Well, if you're full of grit, you're gutsy. And way climbed within is street going up, which means that windy or windy has to mean guy, which I still don't understand. So if anyone knows, please, let me know, or I can, I'll happily hear from you if you watch this video later, and you can come tell me on a future video, okay? Those are all the answers. Thank you for checking it out. Start it over. All right. See you later.